Episode 74. Thank you all for listening to episode 73, Sucking Coyote Eggs, a day in the dub life. I'm Gary, here with my co-host.
Oh, man, that's solid right there. Brandon, how many coyote eggs have you sucked today?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I mean, it's the title of the show. Sucking coyote eggs. What was the rest of it?
I don't even know what that means.
A day in the dub life.
Day in the dub life.
I don't even know what that means.
Well, coyotes make eggs.
And we ended the last show with suck an egg, and you hit a coyote, hence suck a coyote eggs.
How did you know that coyote didn't have any eggs? You could have had a family.
Well,
I don't know.
I don't think coyotes lay eggs, but
They could.
That's why I'm
sucking
very
coyote
confused.
eggs.
Have you ever seen a coyote lay an egg?
I've never seen them not lay an egg.
That was going to be my next question.
I like it. So, Brandon, sucking coyote eggs, a day in the dub life.
Apparently. Still don't know what it means, but okay.
Are you mad already?
I'm still Gary, here with my co-hosts.
Coyote.
And?
Dead coyote.
And?
Roadrunner.
You should be Acme.
I'll be Acme. I'm here with Wiley.
And Roadrunner.
And Roadrunner.
Meep, meep. Oh. What? I had a twinge in my groin. Oh.
I can't remember if we started recording earlier.
Yeah. It's Wednesday. Don't let us fool you.
Again.
It's not Sunday.
Again.
It's the summer. You're not wasting a Sunday.
Right.
That's actually the spring, but
Still not wasting a Sunday.
no. I got a golf Saturday, so
And we
I wouldn't even make Sunday.
we decided that we are not. Episode 100 is getting moved back. We're going to skip a week in May when we've got Sonic Temple where Bear will be, Brandon will be graduating, and I'll be in California somewhere. So we're going to skip that week. Once we get to it, we'll tell you as we get closer. But thank you to Wes Anderson for Moments in Time. Check him out on Facebook, Wes Anderson Music. Give him a follow on Twitter at Songs by Wes. Thanks. And to Tweeter. Thank you to All Wear Clothing, first and primary sponsor of OTL Sports Podcast. Thank you, Brandon. Thank you to Sean at Crandall Squad and Lawn Care. Call him, 419-704-5471. Serves the Toledo and surrounding area. And not... It didn't stick. Where'd that sumbitch go?
Let me wet this one down. Hold on a second.
Yeah, you're used to doing that.
Wetting down a Nerf dart?
Yep.
Yeah.
Licking the tip.
Wetting down a Nerf dart. Wetting down. It could be a country song. Oh, yeah, right there. Oh, stop it right there. Oh, God, yes. Yes! Mexico.
Right on a highway.
No. What is this?
Caracas?
That's what I thought,
Oh,
too.
look, that's a nice little city.
We do not serve
Charcas.
You know what?
Charcas, Mexico.
You should click on what it actually looks like, and let's see what it actually looks like.
It looks like a piece of shit.
Way to go.
It does. It looks pretty grungy.
It's 77 at 8 o'clock.
There we go.
That's pretty warm.
Let's look at photos of...
Oh,
that
there we
doesn't
go.
look
That
bad.
looks nice. At least that cathedral's standing.
Oh, shit.
What?
Awesome.
What?
I said it was awesome.
I just made a comment. Jesus.
Damn.
People can... It's funny how people can, collect $1 billion for a church that burnt down, but they can't feed the hungry people in Africa. Isn't that comical? What?
Well, I don't know why you both are looking at me like...
Well,
You're the churchgoer here.
Okay.
And the Notre Dame fan.
The hunchback of Notre Dame fan.
It was just a generalized statement.
Okay.
I just feel like we could do more as a society, that's all. Eat those cold pizza rolls.
I'm going to.
Actually, just take the rest
You're
of
a
them.
fucking deal.
Because I told Gary I was not going to eat a whole bunch.
You didn't say that at first. You just
Well,
said...
I said I already ate, but I'm fat, so I'll eat some more. I didn't think you were going to make 76 pizza rolls.
Because I thought he was going to eat some too.
No, he smashed all the Starburst and Skittles.
Skittles. All right, again, nothing from Justin on Twitter. So, All Elite Wrestling updates. So, this is WWE and All Elite. Dustin
and
Runnels
Cody, right?
or Rhodes.
This is the most updates we've had of AEW, I feel like, in a month, right?
Right. Well, they're fighting. We knew that. But he officially retired. This is kind of a WWE thing, too. Officially retired Goldust.
Yep.
Done. So now he's coming back. Did you see the face paint? Like half his
Red,
face,
right?
half it red and like black or whatever.
Which is pretty cool. I was blocked by him on my personal Twitter account.
Are you serious?
Yeah, like probably 7 years ago.
What'd you do?
I don't know. I don't remember. He is block crazy. That's what he does. So if you make a comment that he doesn't like, even if it's not being like a dick to him, just in general, he'll block you.
He's a big Cowboys fan. I'm shocked he blocked you.
Well, I'm sure we weren't talking about football. So regardless, whatever. I might have said it was so.
How's Terry, douchebag?
Not even. It was so long ago I can't even remember. It was probably something stupid. And then Andy tagged me in it, and he liked Andy's comment. And I was like, Andy, I'm blocked. I can't see this. So I went to our OTL one and watched it. So
Dustin liked
Andy's, yes.
Andy's?
Yes, he did. And Andy, of course, sent it to me. He's like, oh my God, he liked it. I was like, cool, Andy.
That's what I remember. I still have it in my DMs from Eva Marie when she said, tell her I said hello. I'm like, oh. I said, I will tell her you said hello.
And then she blocked you.
Oh, she's still there.
Oh, and then she muted you.
I haven't tried to message her. Yeah, probably can't respond to it. I don't know. I've never tried. All right, so kind of updated roster here. You've got we knew Adam Page, Chris Jericho, Chris Daniels, Chuck Taylor, Cody Rhodes. We knew Dustin Rhodes, Frankie Kazarian, Jimmy Havoc, Joey Janela, Jungle Boy, Kenny Omega, Kip Sabian. Is this? Oh, it's MJF. It looked like it said Muff. I'm like, I like that guy.
Muff.
Pac, Pentagon Jr., which I like. Ray Phoenix, that'll be good. Scorpio Sky, we knew. Sonny Kiss. I'm just skipping over some names here. We knew good old JR there. Did you know they have Justin Roberts now? Did you know that?
I did not.
The ring announcer? Pretty awesome.
It looks like they just added Kenta Kobayashi.
Yes, they did.
So that's pretty big.
Yeah, hell yeah, it's big. And then...
I mean, he's Asian, so it's not that big.
Yeah, you're right. And then the other thing here is that we briefly touched on as texting each other is our friend Undertaker and Kurt Angle have been pulled from StarCast. Not surprised at all. We figured this might happen. So they talked to Conrad. Did you see this on Sports Illustrated?
Mm-mm.
They talked to Conrad. He says that Vince assured Conrad that there wasn't heat on the event or Conrad for booking Taker and was simply because Vince believes Taker shouldn't be doing outside appearances outside of WWE. So Conrad did offer for all the money made from Taker's appearance to go to Connor's Cure, but Vince turned it down.
Interesting.
Right.
Interesting.
So he pulled them both. Not surprised. I think if this didn't get as much push AEW as it has, he probably would have been fine with it.
Probably.
You know, if it was Impact Wrestling, for example, he would have been fine with it. But nope.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
And then they interviewed today. I think it was today. They talked to Tony Khan about the next. He talked about his 5-year plan, if they'll compete, what they'll do. They've got we'll talk. We didn't talk about it, but they're working on their TV deals, and it sounds like something on Turner, probably TBS or TNT. Mm-hmm. And then, but we didn't talk about it, which I want to hit on real quick. Was the XFL? It sounds like they're going to have the 4 games a week. 2 are going to be on network television, and 2 are going to be on cable. So you're looking at like an NBC. 2 games would be on, and if they owned it, like 2 would be on NBC, 2 would be on USA. Okay. Is how you look at it.
Interesting.
Because USA's cable, and then obviously NBC's network TV.
Right.
Or they would have it on NBC and NBCSN.
Yep. Yeah.
Instead of kind of what the shit show that AAF had, which was all over the fucking place on every network. And Vince, and now they've got. We just did Garth. I told you Garth Brooks last month at the Dome in St. Louis. They just announced their team. We didn't talk about it. They announced their team.
Is that the one Jeff Fisher's going to coach?
It's not Jeff Fisher. It's
St. Louis. No, it's one of the former Cincinnati coaches.
Yeah,
Marvin Lewis.
No, not that one, and not Hugh Jackson. What was he, not like a tight ends coach or something? Yeah, he was like
something
like a tight ends coach.
Yeah,
he likes a tight end. Anyway, moving on. So.
Marvin Lewis.
Still on Marvin? No.
Oh.
So SmackDown and Raw. So there's a few things here. Samoa Joe, there was trades already. You believe this? Raw and SmackDown trades. Cesaro and Samoa Joe got traded, which good call on your part because I thought Finn Balor was going to lose the title until I saw he was fighting Elias on Sunday at the Shield final thing. And then, of course, Finn Balor won. But so Samoa Joe and Cesaro got traded to Raw for Andrade, Zelina, and Aleister Black, which surprising, Zelina's married to Aleister Black.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, and you were right about Sarah Logan being married to one of those guys from the Viking, now Raiders, no longer the Viking Experience. That is their
That's
second
their
finisher
move,
now.
isn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah.
And so we've got the Viking Raiders, which now means that the Vikings and Raiders are going to play in the Super Bowl next year.
Yeah, if that happens, I will pay you both $100.
And while we're I'll take it. While we're still on the topic, you guys, I know you've probably been busy as shit because we haven't heard much from you on the little text thing back and forth. You've had to have been busy as a motherfucker.
Yep.
What do you think? I don't know what Jason really looks like, but if she's with that guy, I think Jason has a chance.
Yeah,
I don't even know who that guy is, but yeah.
he said that he designs costumes, I think. Because I talked to him about that today, actually. We chatted about that.
Did he give you shit for tonight?
Yeah, I have it right here.
Okay, good.
There's some good stuff, so I didn't want to send it to you guys.
No, and that's why I don't send you the Jeremy stuff either.
This was pretty good. It made me laugh, a couple of them. But yeah, I told him about that. He knew exactly who it was, of course, because he's creepy. And it's just facts. And he said he's like a costume designer for the WWE. I go, yeah, but he's like a loser. He goes, well, he's got a 6-pack. I was like, okay, but his face is like a 2, so it's not really
and
great.
His dick's probably a 12.
All of it, I would imagine. I said, but the good news is, I said, at least you have a chance. So I don't think you could compete with. Yeah, well, very small chance. So I said, maybe you can get with her now that she's unemployed.
There's my tickets for tomorrow night.
I just have no interest.
Got to see Endgame before somebody ruins it for me.
Zero interest. Sorry.
Do not ruin. All right.
I'm like anti-establishment. I don't watch Game of Thrones.
Yeah, I don't watch that
give
either.
two
I've
shits
never
about
seen an
Avengers
episode.
Endgame.
I do.
I've never watched Star Wars. Never seen Star Trek.
Yeah, I haven't watched that either.
Don't care about any of that. I watch cool stuff.
When more of my
nerd.
closer friends are Shiv and Jason and Clay and the grown-ups guys, then I get sucked into it. But then I still have sports majority of my time if I have time.
That's about it.
Usually it's concerts and shit.
Yeah, I don't even have time to do that crap anymore. Especially sit down for a freaking 3-hour movie.
Yeah, this will be the first time I've sat down.
The only
and watched
reason
TV
why I
in a while.
watched any movies last week is because I was sick, so that's about it.
Only reason I watched any TV last week is because I was driving on the road. Not me, Jake. Let me clear that up.
I'm pretty sure you
Fred
just
the
said
Stat
you were
Parrot.
driving and watching TV.
Yeah, we do that too.
Yeah.
Thank you, tablet.
Nothing wrong with that.
No, absolutely not.
As long as you don't hit a coyote.
Or their eggs.
Very true.
We don't want to smash them eggs.
Damn eggs. All right, so Triple H of all people kicked off Raw. Seth Rollins comes out, and then he announces that there's going to be basically a triple threat. 2 triple threat matches with the winner of each one is going to fight in the main event on Raw tonight. Blah, blah, blah. Who gives a shit? So you've had all the guys that came out. Samoa Joe came out. Rey Mysterio came out. Those 2 fought AJ Styles in a triple threat. And then Drew McIntyre, The Miz, and Baron Corbin. Is that right? Yes. And then Baron Corbin stole a win. AJ Styles got the win. And then AJ Styles beat Baron Corbin. So AJ Styles is going to fight Seth Rollins at Money in the Bank. So we just talked about this last week. This is happening faster than we thought. So it's interesting to see who's going to get into Money in the Bank. But we've also got SmackDown guys that can get into Money in the Bank too. So we'll see.
Apparently, they don't qualify for Money in the Bank anymore. They used to qualify, but I guess Alexa's just going to
Announce it
next Monday. So.
I think the Iconics, it just proves that they are a shitty team. Every week, they just go out in singles competition now and just get their asses handed to them. Naomi just beat Billy Kay's ass in 10 seconds.
Yeah, I don't understand what's going on with that.
Well, they're probably just building or keeping them as a strong tag team and just terrible saying, hey, they're only good together, they're not good as singles.
Who? Peyton's married to what? Ty Dillinger?
Yeah, engaged.
I think they're married.
Okay, or they're married.
You're damn right they're married. Sami Zayn, his promo was weak this week, I thought. Some people thought it was great. I don't know. What'd you think?
I did not see it.
Oh, that's right. You didn't see it either?
No.
It was okay. A lot of people hyped it up. I thought it was all right. But this is Sami Zayn at his best, kind of bringing back the CM Punk. So we kind of feel like we have a CM Punk there. Not too bad. They need to keep him doing this. Just don't have him fight. Just eventually, maybe have him sneak into the Money in the Bank and win the damn thing. I don't care.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Something different.
Cesaro beat Cedric Alexander, caught him in the midair with an uppercut. Pretty decent. Lucha House Party and the Viking Raiders ended in a no contest. So I don't know. It was boring. They're still the NXT champs, by the way.
A team with Viking Raiders just is bleh.
Did you see the Becky Lynch? You didn't probably see any clips of it either. Becky Lynch and Alicia Fox. She had to have been drunk again. She missed a few spots and she almost dropped Becky. Yeah, it wasn't good. So
Yeah, that's not good.
yeah. And then after the match, Lacey the girl Evans walked in and just punched Becky right in the face again. It was awesome. Loving it. Just keep hitting her in the face.
Just keep building her.
And then we had our friend Ricochet fought Rick Rude Jr., as we like to call him.
Did you tag me in that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, yeah, they're really pushing that, huh?
Yeah. So here's a fun thing. I didn't show you. This is fun. Have you seen the Spider-Man and Spider-Man? Like, it's an old comic where they're pointing at each other. One's a bank robber, one's Spider-Man. It was
No.
Rick Rude and Robert Roode. I'm you and you're me.
I like that.
So it's fantastic. And Robert Roode, actually got a glorious DDT on Ricochet and won. Like, please don't start knocking down Ricochet and his momentum. And then later,
sounds like they're pushing Robert Roode.
Robert Roode with the stash.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't even want to call it. What's that guy's name? Ron Jeremy.
Yeah.
Ron Roode.
Ron Jeremy Roode.
Ron Jeremy Roode.
What's his finisher going to be? The penis slap?
The glorious penis slap.
The glorious hole?
Yes! That is the name of this episode. I got to write that down.
Glorious hole. That's WHOLE. Hole.
Really?
Sure. Nah, it's not. I just wanted to say.
I'm going to put it there, just in case. So the glorious hole. And then we'll watch, later on, we're going to watch the Firefly Funhouse. Did you get to see it?
Creepy Bray Wyatt. Blonde hair?
Who, Bray?
Yeah.
This is what he looks like now. He looks like a psychotic Mr. Rogers.
I don't think I watched that, but I think I saw it.
It's interesting. And then, as we said, AJ beat Corbin. It was actually a good match, but you guys didn't get to see much of it, if anything, right?
No, 0.
On this day, we didn't. I don't have it. All right, next, Shane McMahon and Elias beat up Roman Reigns in the beginning.
Why?
Well, Roman punched Elias and Vince McMahon the week before when he showed up on SmackDown. So Shane was out for his dad, and then Elias, because he was part of it
they
too.
They hit him with a guitar.
You'll like this. He had a good challenge to Roman. Oh, shit. I got to unmute it. Give me a second.
1 second.
0.2. Green 88.
Blue 88. Blue 42.
Blue 42.
Remember when he did that shit? Blue 42. Rover sit. Hunt. I don't know if
Yep, he's crazy.
I got to do this computer shit again.
Computer shit. Elias is muted. Does he make fun of him? Make fun of his pedophile hair, as John Oliver would say? Was that his name? It was John Oliver, wasn't it?
You'll hear it through the... Oh, wait a minute. Here's why. Dumbass.
Dumas.
Dumbass.
Dumas.
All right.
I like his shirt. They should just let him play guitar the whole time.
Huh.
Instead of wrestle. Does he shave his chest? Is it really going to put him... Ugh. Is that going to be his first match?
Who?
Elias and Roman Reigns.
Yep.
So he'll never accept. He'll never accept.
All right. So.
Okay.
Now, we're not going to listen to anything. We're going to listen to that Firefly Funhouse or whatever the shit it was. But next we had Finn Balor and Andrade, which this was okay. See people, you can see how they rated this shit. Balor won by pinfall. Whatever. Shock. Because Zelina got up on the ropes and then she ended up off, and then Balor like just drop kicked Andrade right into the rope like he always does and did the coup de grace. Peyton Royce fought Kairi Sane. Boring. And guess who lost? The Iconics. Or Peyton Royce lost to Kairi Sane. Boring.
And they gave him a D, huh?
They gave him the D.
No, I said AD. That's what it said. So their rating was a D.
Yeah, the D.
So did they both get a D rating, or is it
The match got a D rating.
The match got a D. So they both got a D.
Yeah, they
that's
both
what
got the
you're
D.
saying. Okay, they both got a D rating.
Yeah.
Okay, so they both got a D.
Yes.
Okay, that's all I want to know.
It could be a D, the D, my D, your D, Brandon's D,
Coyote's D. Are you going to put your headset back on?
Fred the Stat Parrot's D.
No, not his.
That's Fred Stat Parrot's D.
Well, yeah, that's about the size.
The little parrot.
Yeah.
All right, so
That's why
Lars,
they call him Little Parrot. What was that his nickname in high school, Little Parrot?
Little Big Parrot.
Yeah, it wasn't-
Little Big People.
Nah, just a Little Parrot.
Well, remember you said he's the Wilt Chamberlain of parrots.
Right.
And then you came back off on it and called him the Greg Oden of parrots. Oh, that was probably my favorite thing. He's the Wilt Chamberlain of parrots. No, you
not
know
even
what?
here to
He's
defend
the
himself.
Greg Oden of parrots.
Not even here to defend himself.
Don't give a shit. Should have answered his phone, bitch.
Agreed.
Lars Sullivan never let Chad Gable versus Jinder Mahal begin.
Who's that? Is that our truth?
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's say that's not Chad Gable or Jinder, unless they both got
Lars
really
Sullivan
tan.
took him out and knocked him into the steel post. The Freak then laid out the Singh brothers before R-Truth ran to the ring only to get planted with a running sit-out powerbomb. Interesting. Guess who's fighting again? Charlotte and Becky. They're going to be fighting at the next pay-per-view.
Why? They put on good matches. That's not boring.
Yeah, but
It's like saying
she's
The
going to
Rock
pull
and
double.
Austin got boring.
She's going to pull double duty.
You said duty.
Yeah, she's going to fight Lacey Evans and Charlotte.
Interesting.
And then Kofi, and then, oh my God, did you see Kevin Owens last week? Did we ever show you that?
Yes.
You did see, oh!
That was funny.
Guess what happened this week?
That it?
Heel turn. Shock.
Oh, so he beat him up?
Yeah, Kofi defeated Shinsuke by disqualification, and then, yeah, he just beat the shit out of him.
Yeah.
Kevin Owens did.
They should have kept him face for longer, though.
Longer than a week, yeah, because, dude, it was so good. It was like comedy gold. And then Vince is like, no, got to turn him heel. No comedy gold here. Well, how would that go? I'm sorry. Hey, Vince, we want Kevin Owens to stay face for a little while. He's really over with the crowd.
No, Kevin Owens is a heel, damn it. He's a heel.
Are you sure? Vince, are you sure?
Yes. I want to see Kevin Owens beat up Kofi because he's going to lose the belt at Money in the Bank.
But already, Vince? You want him to lose the belt already?
Fuck him. He doesn't draw money.
Is it because he's black?
That was racist. I like chocolate titties.
Thanks, Vince. You're
welcome.
That was a good one. All right, we're going to watch Welcome to Bray Wyatt's Firefly Funhouse. So we know who This damn buzzard is. Mercy the buzzard and what is her name? Penny the witch?
You're welcome.
We haven't seen the bunny yet either, by the way.
This is creepy.
Is it the bunny from Adam Rose? Yes, I missed you so you can go impregnate JoJo and leave your wife.
He looks a lot like his brother here.
Like who?
His brother. What's his face? Can't think of his name.
Rotunda? The other Rotunda?
Yeah, his younger brother. But
Bo?
Bo.
Oh.
Yeah, Bo Dallas.
Oh, Bo Dallas.
Doesn't he look a lot like him there? He didn't before. Where did he get dreadlocks from?
Not washing his hair for a while.
Is that what happened to your hair?
No, mine just fell out.
Oh.
Dude, what the hell are they putting in? What the hell is in that Hardy compound pond?
Is that a T-Rex?
It's a buzzard.
No. Looks like a T-Rex. That's creepy. That witch is creepy. Is that what they're going to play him as? Some crazy motherfucker?
I like it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They're playing him as some crazy dude.
Yeah.
So he'll turn right back into that again. He's got a chainsaw. That's nice and creepy. Yeah, this gimmick's rough. Rough to watch.
I kind of like it, though. I think they can really do something here with this.
Yeah, but they have to do something with it. They can't just make it a gimmick.
Yeah.
That's the
Do you think this is your boy? Bruce? Richard.
It could be. He does
Is there
have
a
bad
box of
ideas,
gimmicks?
too. I mean, but they got to bring him back somehow. So I guess this is how they're going to bring him back. It's an interesting way to do that.
Right.
We'll see. We'll see where they turn it.
All right. I don't have any other clips to watch, so let's go right into Jason's debate.
All right. What does old Jason have today? Question number 1. First, I would like to address the fact that a very, very rare incident occurred 2 weeks ago on Raw. OTL Wrestling Edition failed to bring forth the details of this significant event, and I would like to know why. Miz got some color the hard way, which is a cardinal sin in WWE. Why was this historic event not popularized on your show?
Well, it wasn't like, well, it was actually a good part of blood, and I was like, oh, that's interesting, but didn't think anything of it.
He pretty much pointed that at Brandon because he gave the recap.
No, sorry. Well, I fell asleep when he gave his recap.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. I have no idea.
No, I do remember it. No, that now that he mentions it, I would have never remembered if you didn't mention it that he said it. Because I remember he's looking over the ropes and he got started bleeding. I don't know how he got it. Did he say how he got it? I don't remember. I just saw that he was bleeding.
No, I think we talked about it, but I don't remember what he said honestly. I think he got caught or something. He might have got caught with a punch, and they said it was his head, and he was bleeding all over the mat. I guess.
Yeah, he was.
Oh.
Yeah. So, are you going to apologize to Jason?
Sorry about that.
There you go. Question number 2. If you were currently at Starbucks, third person in line, what would you order? Answer the question.
I don't know. A venti vanilla latte.
I don't fucking go to Starbucks.
Did you really just say that out loud?
Yes, I did.
Wow.
I don't do that. I don't do that venti double shot mocha latte whipped cream on
Mocha Loca bullshit.
I don't do any of that.
Yeah.
Just give me a vanilla latte.
Grande white chocolate mocha.
No idea what that is.
You were getting a venti vanilla.
Yeah, tallest with vanilla.
Why don't you get pumpkin spice?
When they have it, yes, I do.
Did you see that thing about? I saw somebody tagged Andy, and IPAs are like pumpkin lattes for basic white dudes.
I think it was cupcake.
Yeah, I don't fucking go to Starbucks.
All right, Gary's too cool for Starbucks. Next,
Apparently,
I got a fucking
listening
buy
to
one
a
get one free
formal,
card to
listening to a
Big B.
formal and descriptive podcast. Okay, you're third in line at Big B.
Oh, it just depends. Right now they had the what was it, the birthday cake latte, delicious, and then it's buy one get one free because we got that general. I don't know if you know that, like out here they have the General's card. Obviously you know what it is, but Big B anytime, any day, buy one get one free.
See, I like Big B because they just slam shots of espresso whenever
Oh,
you
dude,
want it.
and
It's my favorite.
a lot of
The
times
White
I don't
Lightning,
get this stuff. Very good.
Delicious.
So and then sometimes they had for a while they had the Samoa Girl Scout cookie, primo.
Yeah, you get one of those with an extra
Thin
shot or
Mint.
two in it. Oh, yeah, that'll get you going. That gets your hands start shaking. You get all jittery. That's how you know it's good. That's how you know it's a good coffee.
You're like, blah, 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 blah.
Yep. Listening to a formal and descriptive podcast, one that would have reported Miz being busted open, the Jim Cornette experience. Jim explained his part with scripting the Montreal Screwjob, which is apparently explained in detail in the new documentary that is airing on Vice.
Yep.
This is in parentheses. Vice is a cable station, Brandon, just letting you know because you probably don't have cable, in parentheses.
no, I don't. I have the 10 channel package with Spectrum, so no, I did not pick
Well,
Vice.
you got to tell him it's on Vice Land, but that's okay.
Jason doesn't know Brandon, but knew he didn't have cable. That's great. Jim
That's totally fine. I know I don't
states, it's just funny that he just literally singled you out. I just find that funny. Jim states that he came up with the finish for the match and how everything played out. Very interesting story. Just saying you should watch it. We did talk about this today.
No, I know.
I've heard that before.
No, he says it, and then Russo says it. Russo's on there too.
Yes.
And Russo said he came up with the finish.
Triple H says he came up
No,
with it.
and he's part of it too. But no, it's
you-
like Vince says he's sitting with Cornette, and they're sitting. I can't remember if they're sitting with Bruce or Vince, but Vince Russo or Vince McMahon, but Vince Russo and Jim Cornette. Like Jim Cornette is fucking great. You have to watch it. He says, "I have it. It's written down to my wife. If he dies and I can't get anywhere, she has to get me to his fucking grave so I can piss on his grave."
Yeah.
He hates him that much, Vince Russo.
Yeah, he cannot stand
He's
Russo.
like, he doesn't know wrestling. He's the biggest piece of shit ever. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I believe Cornette here.
No, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
I believe Cornette did do that because he was.
He's like,
he
holy
was the
shit,
first.
and he left.
He was the first one out of the arena that night.
And then he
Hebner
said, he
was
looked back
second.
behind him. He's
This-
like, and there's Hebner right behind
Yeah,
me.
he said no. I mean, no one else left the arena that night. And he told people he said that he was sitting there, and he said once he saw them go to the sharpshooter, he knew it was going to happen. He said he left.
Who said who?
Jim
Cornette?
Cornette,
Okay.
yeah.
Which I could see that. I could see him, finishing or planning out the finish of that. But
Yeah.
you can sit here and say anything you want. Doesn't mean Vince is going to take
that's what
it.
I'm saying.
So
You need to watch that
I'll
show.
watch it, whenever, however I can watch it. But
can
we've
fucking watch
all
it
heard
here one day.
we've all heard everybody.
It's on this.
Yeah,
Because I
we've
know
all
he said
heard.
Vice, and like, you can correct him.
he
it's
does.
Vice
He does
Line.
say Vice. So obviously Jason doesn't have cable.
See, right now, this is the one from last night. The Killing of Bruiser Brody. That's
Yeah.
last night's episode. Or no, it's tonight.
And we also talked about today when we discussed this. When I talked to Jason,
Dude,
he
it's
said
so fucking good.
He said that killed kayfabe, and I told him, I said, that's really not true. I said, technically, the Click doing the curtain call killed kayfabe.
Yeah.
This was a very strong moment of that, which kind of put it there, because then at the end, you got Vince.
It put it there
being
for
Mr.
kayfabe
But
was killed in the Garden in '97, but
96, right?
95.
It was not.
No, it was
95.
96. You're right.
It was
It's 96. 97 is the screw job. 96 is when that happened.
It was 96
'Cause Hall
because
and Nash went too.
Triple H was supposed to win the King of the Ring that year, and since he did
That's
that's
right.
why
Still
Austin
cool.
won in 96.
So that technically killed kayfabe, but it was only in the Garden because nobody else. We didn't have the internet like we do now, and where we can see it, we can go back and watch the clip.
Yeah.
But in it killed kayfabe. People knew some of the stuff was legit, real, legit, fake, but that kind of Dude, everything that fell into place perfectly all stemmed from the Click. We talked about this. How that
Austin
started it. Austin gets his thing.
Triple H gets his later.
Right.
Marries the daughter, the owner's daughter, and now is going to be. I mean, it's crazy.
Vince, and just how it all played out. And then Vince, that started one of the greatest heel characters of all time. The legit Mr. I mean, obviously, Mr. McMahon on TV is steroids of how he actually is.
All because of Triple H getting pushed back for Stone Cold. And
at the end of the day, I'm going to ask you first. At the end of the day, the screw job. Who do you side with on that? Just the whole situation.
WWF.
Well, of course you can't take the championship to a new company.
Okay,
and no. But hold on. Brett said he didn't want to put over Shawn.
Brett screwed Brett,
and he was going to give it up the next. He was going to give it up the next night. Well, that's not the storyline.
No, Vince was not going to have his title go to WCW. But no way, no.
But Brett, you need to watch that for real. I still side with WWE on this one, but it's really good.
I side with WWF.
WWF, whatever. But still, if you look at it, it's really good how they talk about Brett, and I believe it. I believe Brett was a legitimate, how he talked to Shawn, we can do this, we can do that, and then because he does go in and say. Because he's talking about how he was good with Shawn and how he talked to Shawn, and then he said Shawn came in, talked some shit, and he just fucking ripped his goddamn hair out. And I was like, I believe Brett here. I think Brett's straight about all this stuff and what's going on. They showed his interview.
I don't, because Brett's talked so much shit, and Brett lies, and he gets involved in his own lies.
But they play some of the actual audio, because he's wearing a wire with that when he was doing that documentary.
Yeah, when he was doing his Wrestling with Shadows or whatever.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
But that's the thing, is that they're not the ones who come up with the finish.
No, because he asked Shawn. He asked, but you hear from Hebner too. Now I finally got to hear the whole. Hebner didn't know about when it was going to happen until he's going out to the ring.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, he didn't know until they pulled him off because Vince
pulled him off
because he didn't want anyone to know, and he didn't want him to freak out and leave. That's the problem.
That was his choice. And but he did tell his brother hey, have the car, essentially here. And so Vince told him it's on you, and he had to think about what to do. And he's like, it's my job. And so Brett, in this basically says that Earl's in a shitty spot.
Hold up, are these shows an hour long?
Yeah.
Okay. I just found it on YouTube, so I'll just watch it on YouTube.
There you go. Yeah,
sorry, go
dude,
on.
it's really good. And
Earl
start
Hebner,
with the first one. Macho Man and Elizabeth was really good. Because Bischoff talks about, I'm going to go back, remind me to go back about Macho Man and Bischoff and Luger.
Okay.
But what were you asking?
Earl Hebner is where I cut
Hebner,
off.
yeah, no, you're fine. Hebner and Bret Hart are friends now. They got all past that. Everything's good. Obviously, Bret's in the WWE.
I think they all are now.
Yeah, they're all fine. So it worked out, and everybody's happy. But Bischoff said, he said the worst decision. Bret Hart hates Eric Bischoff. He says he doesn't know shit about wrestling. He had probably the greatest opportunity to put somebody in, and he's like, here, you're going to come in as a special referee for Sting and Hogan. Yeah.
Yep.
So, he ruined that. But
he's also the one that wanted more money, so that's his problem. He should have known better.
Absolutely.
If he just signs that contract. Think about it this way. Because it was a 20-year contract, and it was to get paid on the back end. Imagine that right now, what he'd be getting paid.
Right. But Vince was going to pay him the salary every year of $2.5 million. Something ridiculous.
Well, he wasn't going to do that then because he said he didn't have the money. He was backloading it until...
No, they began it, though, that he was going to pay him that. And then he said, I can't pay you this, but he will backload it. And then he's like, no, I'm out. And that's when he signed with WCW.
Which is... think about the money he'd be making right now.
Right. Because this would have ended 2 years ago.
And that's why...
they would have extended it.
That's why
he was showing contract.
Up. Right.
Yeah. Well, that's why Vince was probably happy that didn't happen. Because unfortunately, I think a couple years later... He had a stroke.
Yep.
So he couldn't do anything anyways. So he didn't come back until 2010.
Yeah, dude, he was so fucked up.
So, but hey, unfortunately, that happened.
The match was stupid, him and Vince, but I was happy they fucking got it done with. Yeah. So what I was telling you about Luger and Eric Bischoff. So Eric Bischoff was talking about Luger and how he had no respect for him.
By the way, someone that we should cover on the show, Luger.
Lex?
Yes.
Lexington?
Yes.
Yeah.
Lexington Luger?
Yep. Sorry, I keep on cutting off Gary. Go ahead.
You're fine.
The Packers.
I've made a whole life on this show cutting people off. The Lex talked about Bischoff talked about how he had no respect for him because of the whole situation, what happened, and all that shit. And then he came onto the podcast and is very wide open about the whole thing with Elizabeth and her passing away. And then Bischoff just talks about how he has more respect for him because he felt he was open and honest. And and he's like, I got that back from him. And he is sincerely apologetic about everything. But, Lanny Poffo's on there, which is Macho Man's brother.
He's a genius,
he's on
wasn't
there.
he?
Yeah. And then Linda Hogan's on there because Linda and Hulk and Randy and Elizabeth were all close friends, but
Does she still have disgusting, ginormous breasts?
yes.
Okay.
And Linda was
You know who she reminds me of?
Brooke
the lady,
Hogan?
No.
Dog Hunter?
Yes, the lady. Yeah. The lady from Dog the Bounty Hunter, his wife. Anyways, go on.
that probably is her.
It
But
could be.
so
She's probably banging Dog now. He ain't
Right.
banging Hulk.
Elizabeth was good friends with Linda, and it just talks about what you see on TV. It's really good, dude. That first episode was great because it talks about
We'll have to catch 'em.
how what you see on TV and how it mirrors real life. What the fake fairy tale stuff kind of mirrors real life. Like when they get married, kayfabe, they were already married for 7 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. And how he was like, it talks about one of the things. I'll just highlight it quickly that she was in Miami just wanting a vacation away, and then Macho Man flew down. Like he was there in 3-4 hours, whatever, and just was looking for, where's Elizabeth, man?
Yeah.
Looking for
a
her,
psychopath.
going nuts. Yeah,
It was
dude.
crazy. He was
absolutely
so
insane.
overprotected of her that it's insane.
He was. You have dude. This show is fucking great, and I love it. Like I've got my father-in-law watching it, or ex-father-in-law, whatever you want to say. Like he's like, did you see this show? I'm like, yeah. He's like, it's fucking incredible. And I said, and he's not a wrestling fan. He used to like old school stuff, Macho Man and everything else.
Yeah. Who brought up that? Does Randy really talk like that? Because I saw that clip.
Oh, God, we were talking about that. He's gonna, yeah. Your voice is gonna hurt, man. No, that's how he talks.
Like, is that how he acts?
There was somebody at one of the
that's how he really talks.
That was one of the WrestleManias. Tell him he's gonna get hurt talking like that. He doesn't need to. That's how he talks, man.
Yeah, I think I've seen that clip at some point.
Because did you see the one
Bruce, I was saying that.
when he's later on, when he's talking later in life, like right before he died, a few years before he died, when he put out that rap? Did you ever hear that rap?
No.
Be a Man. I'm gonna play it as we keep going because we're 42 minutes in. It'll be fine. It's called Be a Man. I'm gonna find it right now. It's called Be a Man, and it's to Hulk Hogan. It's a rap. It's Macho Man rapping, and it is fantastic. But so when he talks, like he talks about like when Elizabeth passed away. Macho Man did. He's like, well, that's terrible. I feel bad for her family, and you could tell he calmed down because he had gotten remarried and he was calm and relaxed and he was happy. So I think just with being in the Starlight and having her there when she was shy and quiet, and then finally she comes out of her shell, it was a little different. But as you know, she was very quiet and reserved. And then he got her the job in WCW after they were divorced. He said, hey, why don't you come here? They're getting this. And so he got her a job, $250,000 a year, because he was looking out for her because he still cared about her.
Yep.
They weren't together. They weren't anything. But
she liked the booger sugar.
What? Damn. The blow. Working hard doing blow. Come on.
I never heard it called that.
The booger sugar?
No idea what you were talking about.
Really?
You've never heard that.
Sorry.
Okay, you ready for this? Be a Man, Hogan?
This is terrible.
Probably did have a disease, by the way.
Rough.
Heart disease.
It's rough.
Be a Man, Hulk. But the Hulk didn't show.
This is bad.
No, the chorus gets better.
What was that, Booker T? Jay-Z?
Can't remember the guy's name.
Virgil?
Probably. This Hulk Hogan is a real big punk. So, as you can hear, that's what he had put out. But anyway, yeah, definitely watch the show. Anyway, continue on. But I'm glad he mentioned that. It is a great show. Brandon, check it out. I'm glad you found it on YouTube. That means you can find it on YouTube. It's worth your time.
I mean, unless it's one of those like weird, like someone's filming it on TV or something.
No, like when you watch, they show some real footage and they interview people, and then they show like the fake footage where in the background where it's not really Macho Man or Elizabeth.
They do dramatizations of it.
No, it's like literally 3 seconds long where it's like him walking through a door or her, or they show the sharp, like in the Bret Hart one, they show the real sharpshooter that they put on, but they show it in the background like dark shadows and where he's putting the sharpshooter on just as people are being interviewed.
Gotcha.
So yeah, it's a pretty cool show. They've done a great job so far. Bruiser Brody, I'm looking forward to because I'm sure you guys are both familiar with the story of him getting lured in and killed.
Got shanked in the shower.
Yep.
Number 4, the Viking experience. Oh, crossed out. Raiders! ! Yikes.
Yes.
What are you putting on there?
My Velveteen Dream sleep mask.
Oh, I like that.
I'm gonna go to sleep.
Number 5. Did you know that Target sells vintage Charmed action figures?
Yes.
Why do you know that?
Because I was walking through the toy section and noticed them.
No, I did not.
That's as creepy as Jason. Over under. Kofi holds the belt for 36 days.
36?
Oh.
So when was WrestleMania?
If I'm going to
So he's
take
had
a
it
guess,
17 days. So 36
it's gotta be
days
right
is Money in
after
the Bank. That's the 19th. That's why he did that.
Mm-hmm.
Over under 36 days.
Over.
Well, I just
Past
said he
Money
was
in the
going to
Bank?
lose it, so I say under.
Okay.
I'm going to take a push.
Okay, 35 and a half days.
Aw, damn it. It was 36 was the number.
Well, I'm picking it, so you have to take an over under. Or 36 and a half, whichever. Whichever one makes you have to pick an over under.
What'd you say?
I said under. I just said he was going to lose it, Money in the Bank.
I wouldn't be surprised, but he could get cashed in on that night. I don't think he loses it to Kevin Owens. Wouldn't be surprised if he got cashed in on. Well, I'm going to go over.
Okay. Number 7. Turns out Bray Wyatt has the stupid puppet and has a new gimmick. What do you think about Bray's new look?
We talked about it.
Yeah, we just kind of talked about it.
I like it.
We got to see where they're going to go with it.
He's like psychotic Mr. Rogers, so I'm just going to call him
that.
Mr. Wyatt.
Psychotic Mr. Rogers, a.k.a. Mr. Wyatt, a.k.a. Sasha Banks is disgusting.
A.K.A.
That'll make him cry.
he's balls deep in JoJo.
Joe?
His demon seed, is inside little poor young JoJo.
Probably not demon. It's probably going to be like a accountant. That was an IRS joke, Brandon. Come on, get with the program.
Be an announcer accountant, right?
Yeah.
A loud accounnt. Get your taxes done here. So they might be
tax
spinning
done
that
here.
Liberty sign on the side of the road to get your taxes done. Liberty tax, wearing the
That's
Statue
what their
of
kid's
Liberty.
going to do. Sorry.
Probably.
Sorry, JoJo and Bray's kid.
JoJo Wyatt. What is their kid's name going to be? Wyndham Rotunda. So Rotunda, Wyatt Rotunda. Bray Rotunda.
Bo Rotunda.
Bo Rotunda. JoJo Rotunda.
Brandon Rotunda. Notre Dame Rotunda.
Aw.
Ain't nothing? Nothing at all.
Irish.
Good. Don't talk into the mic. No one's hear you anyways.
Earthquake Rotunda.
Irish.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, wow, he's here.
Number 8 and last comment / question. Any comments on Robert Roode's mustache?
Well,
I think we already talked about that too.
Didn't go
he
in,
missed
did
it.
it?
No, it went in.
Did it?
Nice.
All right.
Bank off the wall, but
I'm going to do that every week now with his questions.
All right, Robert Roode. We talked about his stash. Rick Rude Jr.
Classy.
Rude Jr., Ron Jeremy,
Yep.
whatever.
Rick Rude.
What do you think it smells like?
Who's his wife?
I don't know.
No idea.
What if he had like a popsicle earlier in the day or something?
I still was hoping it smells like Alexa or something.
I don't know. Look it up.
Who's Alexa with? Buddy Murphy.
Yep.
Mr. Alexa Bliss.
Let's see. Bobby Roode.
I wish he'd bring back, grow out his hair again, Beer Money. They were the best, man.
Yeah, that was good.
They're a good tag team. Beer Money Inc.
Beer Money Inc.
BAARUN, Bear Run.
Here's a fun fact. Bobby Roode is a Detroit Red Wings fan.
There we go. He's smart.
I just said that because it popped up as his tweet said Stevie Y is back. Tracy Roode. That's who he's married. He's been married ever since 95.
Jesus. Jake wasn't even born yet.
Tracy
Or Fred the Stat Parrot.
Roode. Nope,
He's a good man in this
Roode.
business.
Let's see. Oh, she in TNA? Tracy Brooks is her
Tits and ass.
Tracy Brooks Shaw. Miss Apocalypse?
Never heard of
Miss
him.
Brooks? Tracy Brooks, Tracy Brooks, Tracy Brooks Shaw. Those are all the names she went by. She was in Playboy.
Oh, okay.
Tiger's going to play in the Zozo Championship
She was a TNA knockout.
in Japan this October.
Oh, but they didn't release it. Oh wait, they released it on the Cyber Club. So if you're a Cyber Club member, Brandon, you can look that up.
No idea what
He
that is.
is.
But okay.
September 17th, 2009.
Holy shit. Caps and Hurricanes 3-3 in the third.
Damn.
Wait a second.
Dude it.
No, she's not. What?
Dun, dun,
No,
dun,
never
dun,
mind.
dun,
Wrong
dun,
chick.
dun, dun, dun.
This chick's married to some dude who was named Suicide in TNA.
Suicide?
Dude.
Frank Kazarian. So,
Oh, yeah. He's with AEW.
Interesting. Yep. Nope. I don't know. I guess there is no picture of her. So, oh well. We'll find it sometime.
Alrighty
But he
then.
does have a classy mustache.
All right. Here we go. Perfect discussion. First of all, have you seen Fighting with My Family?
Nope.
Nope. He hasn't had a chance, but it looked good. Sort of made him think of a cool idea was making movies about wrestlers' lives. Paige was a surprising choice, but if you could choose any wrestler, past or present, to have a movie made about their lives, who would it be?
Shawn Michaels.
Because there would be Sunny clips in there?
Yes.
I've seen her clips. No thanks.
Did she
Yeah,
fart?
not good. Not good right now.
She did. Look it up. Watch it again.
Oh, did she fart?
she
I thought
farts.
you asked me if I farted.
No, she farts in there.
Did she really?
Yes.
Oh,
Yikes. Okay.
fuck. Was it
I have
a
no idea what you're talking about, but okay.
Yeah, you do.
was it a front fart or a back fart?
Actually,
Back fart.
Okay. I didn't want to say that.
Okay. Mr. Fuji.
Jeez.
Glorious hole. A front fart.
Yeah, no shit.
The most glorious hole. Ric Flair would be mine.
That was mine too. I love Shawn Michaels, but I do have to see Ric Flair. Oh my god.
You good?
I think so.
No.
Glorious hole, a front fart. I can't say that. Oh god, we'll figure it out. But anyway,
Front fart story. A glorious hole. Anyways.
it could be Sunny Days, a glorious hole. With a W because we got to keep it straight.
Yep.
Because they did talk about in the Montreal thing, Sunny Days. You know, Brett's seen Sunny Days.
Yeah, that was when...
That's got to be it.
That
Sunny
was when
Days,
Brett wanted
a
to kill
glorious,
Sean when he said that in his promo.
a glorious hole. I love it. I'm gonna write that down again. Anyway, that was a good one. All right,
Thank you.
you're welcome. You're welcome. He said Rico would be an option. Come on, he's the only person on this planet who can say he was a policeman, pro wrestler, and a contestant on American Gladiators. But his choice would be DDP. His life story is just fascinating. I would love to see it told on the big screen. I agree. That's a good one. You know, could see how he came up with DDP yoga, how he saved guys like Scott Hall and Jake the Snake, and that vet he helped out as well. I think that'd be a good one.
Big Show.
Yeah.
Andre the Giant.
They have that on HBO.
Big Show.
Well, it's the big snow.
Or one that they'll just never have a movie of because he's not a movie star, The Rock.
I laughed my ass off at this. Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Hey, I said that yesterday.
I know.
Someone copied me.
Russell Westbrook. I thought of you. Russell Westbrook. When he knew his season was over.
Yep. Unbelievable.
So I had a few things here. So I showed you the thing here. So we had some of the wrestlers. Cute Charlotte, hardly used Charlotte, Charlotte, military Charlotte, hot Charlotte, man Charlotte. Some of the
Roman.
Some of the people here. So cute Charlotte, Alexa Bliss. Hardly used Charlotte is Dana Brooke. Charlotte, of course, is Charlotte. Military Charlotte is Lacey Evans. Hot Charlotte, Mandy Rose. Man Charlotte, Roman Reigns. It's funny as shit. All right. And then did you guys see Chris Jericho help save Kamala's house?
Yep.
Nope.
Pretty neat story. How much do you know about that, Brandon?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Not that much.
How about Dwayne the Ron Swanson?
I did see that one the other day. That was a good one.
Here, how about this one? Oh my God! You gotta read it like this too. Cotton candy titties low. Let me get the fo.
God.
Holy moly!
Oh
It's
my
probably at Burger King.
fucking Lord! How about condoms? And this doesn't pertain to wrestling, but I found it funny.
Neither did the last one.
We were talking about, I know, Sonny and Brett and Sean. Condoms don't really guarantee full protection during sex. A friend of mine was wearing one, and he got shot by the girl's boyfriend.
That is very possible. That could happen.
I don't know if you guys saw. Did you see that tweet from Braun Strowman and then Taker savagely getting him?
No.
So Adam Schur is Braun Strowman. He said, "So awesome! I got to perform for my family tonight. My grandpa has never seen me live, so it was an honor." So you see his grandma and grandpa. Taker said, "Do you see it?"
Yes.
Okay. So Taker says, "I know what they're probably doing after the show." ...
Jesus.
Taker. Oh God, I love Taker. Just savagely put it out there. Oh God, he's so fucking funny.
Oh, Taker.
All right, and then the last thing I have before the on this day is, did you see Hulk Hogan's tweet on over the weekend? So he said, "I dreamed all night," and you can see he's got a '69 Roadrunner there. Yep, '69.
Nice.
"I dreamed all night that this '69 Roadrunner was mine, and I was supposed to drive it to the ring at WrestleMania to fight Vince for control of WWE. But it wouldn't go and drive because Vince told it not to. The car was talking back to me. Total nightmare, brother, HH. Jason Solomon says, starting your 420 early, I see."
That's good right
I found that to be really good. So on this day, just got a few things here. We actually ran this still to an hour. That's pretty impressive. All right. On this day, so this would have been 32 years ago, WWF taped Saturday night's main event from the Edmund P. Joyce Center in South Bend, Indiana. The show aired 4 days later on NBC. Curious bit of trivia. This is the first time in the show's history that it did not feature a Hulk Hogan match.
Interesting. Very interesting.
The show did have the hook of airing footage of Hulk Hogan versus Andre the Giant at WrestleMania 3. So Kamala
Thank you.
beat Jake the Snake Roberts. Macho Man beat George the Animal Steel in a lumberjack match. British Bulldogs, Davey Boy Smith, and the Dynamite Kid beat the Hart Foundation, Brett and Jim Neidhart, 2-0 in a best-of-3 falls match for the WWF Tag Team Championships. And then they won the first via disqualification, meaning the titles did not change hands. Ricky Steamboat beat Hercules, and then
Hercules.
Can-Am Connection. Remember who was in this?
No idea.
Can-Am Connection. It sounds familiar.
Tom
Tito Santana?
Tom Zank and Rick Martel to beat Nikolai Volkov and the Iron Sheik. 24 years ago, WCW and New Japan co-presented the two-day event Collision in Korea from Mayday Stadium in Pyongyang, North Korea. 150,000 were in attendance.
Say South Korea or North Korea?
North. 150,000 in attendance. Largest for a professional wrestling event ever. The record stood for all of one day, as 190,000 were in attendance for the second day.
Nice. Very nice.
The actual combined attendance is disputed. Wrestling journalist Dave Meltzer contends only 160,000 total were in attendance in the 2 days, still making it the largest attendance for a wrestling event ever.
Captain Buzzkill.
Ever.
That should be his new nickname. Captain Buzzkill, Dave Meltzer.
I like it. And in here you had the Steiner brothers beat Hiroshi Hayes and Sasaki, and then Road Warrior Hawk beat Tadao Yasuda, and then Antonio Inoki, which is very prominent, beat Ric Flair. Woo. 23 years ago,
Woo.
In Your House 7, Good Friends, Better Enemies.
Kenny Wu.
Do you remember who was in this?
Say that again.
Good Friends, Better Enemies, In Your House 7.
No idea.
Shawn Michaels
Okay.
and Diesel.
Cool.
Diesel power.
Ultimate Warrior came back. He fought Goldust. Owen Hart and British Bulldog beat Ahmed Johnson and Jake the Snake Roberts. Mark Merrow beat the 1-2-3 Kid.
But by 1, 2, 3.
And this is also, by the way, the last, which is In Your House in May 1995, the last televised event for Scott Hall and Kevin Nash for WWF before they come back in 2002.
And yep, because they debuted in May a couple weeks later, didn't they?
Right. And then 22 years ago, Raw is War, Owen Hart beat Rocky Maivia to win the WWF Intercontinental Championship.
I beat you, Brett. I beat you. WrestleMania 10.
17 years ago, Lou Thez died.
Luthez Press. Stone Cold.
Stone Cold! Stone Cold!
One of my favorite moves.
Like, because he jumps on him and humps him?
No, jumps on him and opens up a can of whoop ass on him.
When was the last
You
time
know,
you had
you know
a
what
can
the
of whoop
ironic
ass?
thing is?
Alright, what?
A can of whoop ass.
What?
When was the last time you had a can of whoop ass?
Long time.
So this is airing on April 28th.
What about you?
All these on these
That's what I
days
thought.
are
1969.
from April 28th. But ironically, today is technically Lou Thesz's 103rd birthday, which would be April 24th, even
Nice.
though this is airing on the 28th, which is when he passed away.
Oh, happy birthday, Lou. Hopefully you listen.
You're a dick.
That's rude.
Rick?
16 years ago, Stone Cold Steve Austin makes it official in an interview with WWE. He's retired from the ring.
Neck injury, Brandon. Neck injury.
Yep.
14 years ago,
Unfortunately.
Chris Candido, died of pneumonia due to a blood clot from surgery. He was 33.
Chris Candino.
Sure it wasn't herpes?
I don't think you could die of herpes.
Have you ever
It's
seen
a
anyone
strong case.
not die from herpes? Well, I mean, if he was still banging Sonny after everyone else was.
Yeah, you got an absolute point here.
Yeesh.
Hogan Knows Best 13 years ago got renewed for a third season.
I used to like that show.
So did I.
Me too. 9 years ago, Lisa Marie Verone, a.k.a. Tara, known as Victoria from WWE, announces via MySpace she was leaving the company, TNA.
MySpace. Classy.
Oh, God. I'm not even going to go with anything 7 years ago. 4 years ago, Moline, Illinois, Bad News Barrett beat Neville, who is now Pac in AEW,
Saw that.
in the final to win the 2015 King of the Ring tournament.
King Barrett.
It was their first King of the Ring in 5 years.
Nice.
Anything else?
No.
Episode 74, Sunny Days, A Glorious Hole. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night.
Good hole.
I got nothing. Mr. Fuji.